Significant figures allow us to show the accuracy of a measurement by determining how many of the digits in the number are significant. This depends on whether it is a non-zero or a zero, and if it's a zero, its placement in the number. Now, when we use significant figures, sometimes we want to round numbers to a certain number of significant figures. This happens a lot when we do calculations. So let's say we have this. We want to do the following calculation, 2.50 times 18.015. The answer in our calculator would be 45.0375. But we have to look at the numbers that we use to calculate this to determine how many significant figures our answer should have. So 2.50 has 3 significant figures. 18.015 has 5 because all the non-zeros are significant, plus this 0 because it's captive. So this has 5. 2.50 has 3 because this 0 is a trailing, but there's a period here, so that means it's significant. So my answer should have 3 significant figures. But right now it has more than that. It actually has 6. So how do we round this 45.0375 to 3 significant figures? Well, we look at our number and we say 1, 2, 3. So we want to keep these 3. And this 0 here, this is the last digit to keep. And so what we do with this 0 depends on the number following it. Now, if the first digit dropped, in this case that's the 3, if it's between 0 and 4, we round down. So we would round to 45.0. If it were 6 to 9, we would round up. So if this was 45.06, we'd round this up to 45.1. Now, if this digit here is a 5, well, what happens is we look at what's after it. If there are any non-zeros behind it, so let's say it was 45.0501, then we would round up to 45.1. Okay. Now, if instead this was exactly 45.05, well, what we do is we round towards an even number for this one, right? So if it's 5, we would round this down to get to 0. So this would be 45.0. Okay. We'll show an example of this in a second. Now, some people don't follow this rule. In some classes, they may just say 5 to 9, you round up. And if your instructor says that, that's fine. But this is a little more exact way to do rounding. All right, so let's look at some examples. So let's say we have these 5 numbers and we round around them to 3 significant figures. So 21.32, we're keeping this, and this one. We look at this 2, it is below 5, so that means this becomes 21.3. 43.78, we look at that, and we're keeping the 4, the 3, the 7. This 8 is above 5, so we round up, so this becomes 43.8. 15.55, we look at this 5 here and we see, okay, this 5, there's nothing after it, so we round this number so that it becomes even. So this becomes 15.6. Now in this case, 15.65, right? We're going to round this number so it becomes even, right? So we could either round this to 15.7 or 15.6. Well, we keep the one where it's even. And now this last one, 15.6501, notice after that 5, we have one more. We know it's slightly above 5. So that means, in this case, we round up to 15.7. So that's how we do rounding to significant figures.